Good morning, everybody, wherever you are, however you may be listening. This is your Wednesday wrap-up Super Bowl week. Herb, how's it going, man?
It's a super show for a Super Bowl week. I am pumped, and I have coffee.
Yeah.
And Raj is here. Good job.
Everybody's here. We got, let's see, what kind of national day we got today? Homemade soup day? Okay. All right.
It's cold. I can handle that.
Yeah, I can get into that. In fact, if somebody wanted to make me some homemade minestrone at some point today, I am in. or maybe that means I'm supposed to make it. Dang it.
Probably. I think that the someone in that story was you, but yeah.
Man.
It's like when your wife uses the royal we, and she means, you know what? We should make some soup. Like,
yes.
Yes, honey, I will go make the soup.
Mm-hmm.
Married men everywhere know how that works.
So homemade soup is I'm going to open the can. Is that what it is? All right.
Yes.
Because I heated it up at home. So
I heated it up at home.
Got my mom in the house.
What's up, Mom?
And, of course, your brother. And Win.
What's up, Win?
Speaking of just ridiculous stuff and the Super Bowl, you know how hard it is to get your media credentials, right? Like it's a grind. It's always such a process. And then you hear things from the press conferences and you're like, y'all make it so hard for me to get mine. And I mean, clearly there's somewhere where they're just handing these things out.
Of course.
Because I got 2 audio clips that might be the most ridiculous questions at Super Bowl from the media tables. I don't know what we're doing here, but this will make you laugh.
Must-win game.
A must-win. Yeah, every time we go out is a must-win game. I mean, it's kind of the attitude that I've always taken in the National Football League.
So they asked if the Super Bowl is a must-win game. I don't know if there is a more must-win game.
Yes.
Than a championship.
Yes. What are the, so when you ask a question, right? You ask a question to see what kind of response you're going to get. What are the other responses other than yes? Like, is he really going to sit up there and go, no, I just want the team to play hard? What?
As long as everyone had fun.
If your coach said that at the press conference, would you like, coach, come here. What are we doing? What's going on?
Like, right. I just go home, I guess. We made it. Gold star on the chart. Good enough. Yeah. Man, that one was crazy to me. I mean, again, I don't know if there is another more must-win game than the last game.
Yes.
Now, if you lose, if it was worded differently, right? Now, you still aren't going to get a good response from it. But if it was worded in the way of, do you still see this as a successful season if you guys come up short on Sunday or whatever?
Right.
Still not going to be a favorable response from a coach prior to the game.
Right.
But then it might at least elicit something to the effect of, I like how this team is young. I like how it gelled so quickly. And you might actually get an answer, but to be like, is this a must win? It's like, I mean, he was nicer about it than I think most people would have been.
Yes, absolutely. There's a couple of coaches, that would have taken you to task. So almost Hall of Famer Bill Belichick probably would not have.
Almost Hall of Famer.
I mean,
some of that too.
Yeah. Well, the voters are being ridiculous. So I get to be ridiculous, but no, I don't even understand. And see, I'm too much of a smart aleck because you definitely would not have got the answer that you were expecting had I been up there.
Yeah,
it definitely would have gone left.
I'm with you. I would have came at you a little bit there. I know my personality, and there's no way I would have been able to lay off of that one. Yeah. And I'm actually surprised Vrabel did because he's kind of known for having some sound bites that are hilarious.
Yeah. Maybe it caught him so off guard that he didn't know how to handle that. Because I would have probably asked more questions. You're asking if the Super Bowl is a must win, like the last game of the year. Like, okay.
Where you get
win
like
the whole thing or nothing. Yeah.
Like the whole reason you play the whole rest of the
season. Right. Interesting question. Interesting question. You clearly put a lot of thought into that one. I see.
Oh, bring it. Bring it.
It's our boy Alex. He never forgave us for picking the Texans over them, a couple games ago either.
So
one of our channel members, so one of our good guys.
You know what is crazy? So in our pick'em, I'm going to come in second, right? Because I had a couple of bad games at the beginning of the season that I had to like fight, or bad weeks that I had to fight through. If Seattle wins the Super Bowl, I will have gone 13 for 13 in the playoffs. I would have picked the entire bracket. It's like, dang, I should have thrown some money on that.
Right. You know what I mean? Especially after a couple rounds, you're like, look, I'm kind of rolling here.
Right? Yeah. Look, after the wild card round went through, I'm like, okay, like I feel kind of good about this. And then divisional round, and I'm like, okay. Like, so yeah, now I'm just one win away from having a perfect bracket. And so what that means is I'm certainly not going to do anything with March Madness because I'll be done in the first. Yeah.
March Madness is a whole other beast, man. I lose a Sweet 16 team like every first weekend. I mean, I lose a Final Four team like every first weekend. It's wild. I'm like, all right, so the whole East is shut down now. Don't even have to pay attention to the games over there.
Well, I mean, that's like, I always end up with the Zags in my bracket, and they always, I mean, this year less so, but most of the time they look like they should be in the Final Four, right? And they never get there.
Yeah,
like, it is so frustrating because they'll be a number one seed and you'll see them cruising, and then they'll get to the Elite Eight and they're just like, I'm bored.
Yeah. I've overachieved. I'm good. So
it's like, you haven't, you're a number one seed.
Yeah. I think because I don't think when they made it to the finals, I don't think they were number one, but I barely remember. I just know them not winning.
Yeah. No, I mean, they don't win. I mean, Final Four, they've only made it a couple of times, I mean, it's, as somebody that likes the Zags, it's like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, you've been a number one seed like a million times.
Yes.
Let's at least go get a chip.
Yep. And I think, like they've only made it once. Now, this year, they've only lost one game. Yeah. I think they lost that one by like 40. So it is a weird thing. So keep hope.
I mean, I still expect them to do good. I also have this like, well, I kind of, they're the Mariners for me, right? Like they're, the path that's going to happen in front of you. You're just like, okay, cool. We're going to do this. We're going to fall apart a little bit. And then we're going to like dabble and then go home.
Whenever they ask the question, who hurt you? You always got the Mariners.
Oh yeah. No, that's why I always like that joke of, I want the Mariners to be my pallbearers at my funeral so they can let me down one more time.
Oh man.
So that soundbite was not an isolated incident. And so we have another ridiculous one. This one was directed to Drake May, also same day on the media tables. And this one is equally, dumb.
You and your team, are you planning to win this Sunday?
Are we planning to win? Yeah. What else were you planning to do?
Are you planning to win? There are 0 games that I was ever in that I was not planning to win.
Yes.
Now, did I know? But was I planning to? Absolutely.
Yes. And that was what I was going to say. There's been games I got into and I was like, I don't think we're winning. But if you ask me or you talk about it before, you're getting everything I got from it. And we are planning to win this game until we don't win it. So that is it. But this is the Super Bowl and this is the quarterback. Like, again, what are the alternative answers? Like, are you gonna play for the quarterback who goes, no, I don't, I'm just gonna go out and just play hard. Not planning on winning, but
just go play hard.
I'm just gonna play hard.
We're playing for the juice box.
I heard we got orange slices at halftime. That's I'm just trying to get to halftime.
Man, yeah, it's crazy to me that these are the questions that end up getting asked, and then I think back to how hard it is for me to like get credentials, and I'm just like, I could ask dumb questions.
Yes. Oh, I couldn't get credentials to the Birmingham Bowl, and nobody was there. So I'm thinking for the Super Bowl, you really got to be jumping through hoops. And yeah, if those are the questions that are coming out, I definitely could have made it.
Yeah, no, it's maybe that's the problem. Is I'm not asking dumb enough questions.
There you go.
That might be it. You know what? Next time I submit for credentials and be like, look, I'm going to ask him which foot he puts his sock on first.
There you go. And they're like, ooh, we don't know. Bring Bo.
So you think I'm joking? That was a real question.
Oh, gosh.
Yep. To both quarterbacks, they asked them, how do they put their, do they have a ritual of putting on their socks and cleats? And Drake May was like, I put on one sock and one cleat. And then, I think Darnold was like both socks and both cleats. I'm just like, what do we really like? This is what we're doing. Like
the information you didn't realize that you needed to know, Bo. That's all it is.
It actually turns out I still don't need to know that.
You don't sleep better at night knowing how they put on their socks and cleats?
No, I actually sleep worse knowing that got into my head.
Well, if it helps you, and I put on both socks and then I put on both shoes. Just since we're spreading this information out there.
As do I. The only time I will do it differently is if I'm like at the gym and I'm standing on my towel. Then I'll do a sock and a shoe.
Right.
Because I don't want to risk getting my sock wet.
Right.
Then I'll be mad. Then you're walking around with some soggy sock. And it's like, I'm out. So if I'm at the gym and I'm changing, then I'll put on a sock and a shoe. But yeah, otherwise, both socks, both shoes. Like, what are we doing?
Right. Anybody who just tuned in, they're like, soggy socks. Like, what is going on?
Hey, nobody likes soggy socks.
Yeah.
Or if somebody does, you are. Let's just put that out there, Brad. So, I don't really get why people are losing their minds over this
at all.
I mean, Bad Bunny's a good artist. I like some of Bad Bunny's songs. Am I going to watch it? No, because I never watched the halftime show because I don't care. I watch.
That was my whole thing. Yes.
Like halftime is when I go use the bathroom and get another beer and get some food. I'm not watching the halftime show because it doesn't matter. It's not like it's a real concert. You have 30 minutes. They got to put up a stage and tear it down. You're going to get a sampling of like half a dozen songs and the thing's over.
Yeah.
So no, like it doesn't matter. And the people that are like, oh, but he's going to speak Spanish. Yeah. So does 30% of our country.
Yes.
And like half the world.
Yes.
So like, I don't know what the thing is there. I really laughed that, half the people complaining don't realize that Puerto Rico is an American territory. They're like, oh, he's foreign. It's like, okay, so you too was too. Like, what are we talking about? Like,
I just can't believe this has become a thing. Because I'm like you, the times I have watched the halftime show is when my wife is sitting there. Like, these are the people in my house that watch it, my wife. So you guys want to be in that category and argue about it, hey, go for it. I don't care. You know what I care about? Like, are my groceries affordable? Like, which one of these is to be the talking point? But that's more political than I want to get into. So no, I don't care who the halftime show is. And that's why my wife asked me, you don't care who's in the halftime? I said, no, I don't care. They could
Yeah.
They could have nothing during the halftime show, or what's the little girl that throws the plates up and does that? I was like, I legit
right.
do not.
Yeah, or they're like frisbee dogs or whatever. I don't care because I don't watch
I do not care. I do not care.
No difference to me.
That's more for the artists and the publicity and all that kind of stuff than people like me. I just want to watch football. So
yeah, I mean, it's not that I like run out of the room to miss it, but I'm not trying to watch it. So I will go and get some more food and whatever, and then I'll see part of it, right? But I don't care about it.
No.
Like, I'm not like, oh man, this person's performing. It's like, you're not going to see a concert. No. You're going to see the first 2 minutes of 6 songs, and that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's not.
More people pay attention to the cameos during the halftime shows, and I guess Rihanna being pregnant when she was out there, and then Nipplegate and stuff like that. Those are the things that you kind of remember. Everything else is like you said. You're getting a sampling and you're trying to figure out did this guy decide to lip sync or not. Like, that is the biggest thing. Otherwise, I'm there for the football. So. Yeah,
I mean, like half of the people watching are, half betting on somebody falling off the stage.
Right. Right.
So yeah, I don't get the fake outrage about it. I keep hearing this like, we're gonna boycott. It's like, if you're boycotting over the halftime show, you're not a football fan anyway.
Right.
That's like. Right. That would be like me saying, I'm going to boycott Sephora. It's like, what I don't do is go to that store anyway.
Right. Exactly. I'm with you. I'm there for the football. I can't name all the halftime shows. I don't even know what they do in the middle of the college football one because I'm usually off doing what Miles said. And I get what Nick's saying here. I don't even listen to analysts because I don't really care what those guys have to say during it because half the time they're just recapping what I already saw and then telling me, what they need to do in the second half? Run more. I'm like, I already knew that. I'm good. So, like you said, let me go refresh my drink. Let me call my brother in the middle to talk about what's going on. And let me take a break from, watching the game. Especially if it's a team I root for. Let me have an emotional down for a second before the game kicks off again. But the halftime is the least of my concern.
Like, a lot of times I don't really pay attention to the analysts either. Like, there are so many games that I have on mute. Like, sometimes, usually, if I'm listening to it, I'm not necessarily listening for the analysis of the game. Sometimes I'll listen for the other little elements that they're grabbing during down times. Right. Because they always give you those facts where you're like, oh, okay, I didn't know that. Like, I want to incorporate that into a show. So usually if I'm listening to analysts, I'm not listening to them talk about the game at all. I'm just like, oh, that's a good fact. Like, their team is awesome. They're like, oh yeah, they have this obscure stat from 70 years ago.
Yep. I agree with that. And to be fair, as much crap as we might give sideline reporters, that 1 or 2 times where they're like, oh, and by the way, such and such just limped off. I know you guys didn't see that.
Yeah.
Here, this, or hey, got to see such and such. He was in there for 5 minutes. He came back out. Oh, okay. That's the kind of stuff I want to know. Other than that, yeah.
No, like I appreciate the sideline reporters
for sure.
Like, that is a
thankless job.
That's a rough task. Like, I didn't realize it until I started doing some of it, and you're just like, man, this is brutal because you got to try and like run in. They already don't want to talk to you at all.
Exactly.
And then
you can see it.
Oh yeah, and then you got to ask them something dumb because they're not going to really get into anything because they can't.
Right.
Not only because of time, but also it's not like they're going to give up any strategy for the second half.
Right.
So you got to go ask them a question that even when you're asking it, you're like, yeah, this is pretty topical. Like, I'm literally wasting your time.
Yeah. And they 90% of the time have an answer ready for you because I'm trying to get to the locker room. I know you're going to ask something about, look, we're down 20-0 at halftime. What are we going to do? I'm already mad. I'm about to go curse out everybody in this locker room. And I am trying to keep my composure so I don't look like an a-hole on TV while I'm talking to you for these 2 seconds. So, no, it is a thankless job. But I do appreciate some of the nuggets. Like, you get extra stuff that you don't see, like, on the broadcast or specifically sideline stuff, especially when they have one on each sideline for these bigger games. You'll see stuff like, oh, hey, Bo and Herb were over there yelling at each other on the sideline. Hey, Mr. U limped off on the sideline. Stuff like that. And you're just like, okay.
No, you're right. And I mean, some of those things, you're just like, ooh, got to keep an eye on that.
Yeah. Exactly.
So yeah, no, I'm with you. And Brad, yeah, I mean, a lot of them are political and whatever. That only matters if you care about what they say, which I don't. Right. Like, there's no multimillionaire artist that is somehow going to talk something meaningful into my life. Right. I mean, their political views are wrapped around them being rich millionaires.
Right.
I, unfortunately, don't share the same perspective. So, so nothing they can say about how hard it is to be a millionaire. I have no idea. Yeah. I don't have a point of reference, so it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah. Can I tell you this too, Brad? Like, the people with the outrage are the ones that made Bad Bunny political. Like, well, I didn't care anything 100%. About Bad Bunny because I'm not a music person. This is not a Bad Bunny thing. I'm just, when I'm riding in my car, 90% of the time I'm listening to a podcast or something sports related. So I'm not a huge music person. So I was like, yeah, you know, that's why I said I don't really care. But everyone else made this political. And then it's like they got mad when he spoke back up. I'm like, well, so you guys just want to throw punches at him and him just shut up? Like, I don't get it. Again, we're just here for the football. So all that extra stuff, we weren't going to bring up Bad Bunny on the show. Let's just say that much. So there was nowhere in our topic list until it was brought up by the outside. So that should tell you all you need to know.
Yeah, it literally was not going to get talked about today, but here we are. But I mean, it is a real topic. Like, people have been losing their minds, and it's fine if you don't like the music. That's great. But, you know, it's not going to be Metallica and stuff every time. Like, you're not the only demographic that they're worried about, right? Like, this is a worldwide sport. So they want to capture the viewers of every demographic. That's why it's been country, it's been pop, it's been rap. You know, it's been,
and often with a mixture of all of those.
Exactly.
So at the same time. So yeah.
So I mean, you can be outraged and you can pretend like you're going to boycott the NFL and all of this nonsense, but viewer numbers say you're not going to.
Right.
And even if you do, you know, when they're averaging 22 million viewers a game, you know who doesn't matter? One random person that's mad.
Yeah.
Plus, we've been doing this long enough to know that the people that are mad about it are going to watch every time.
Yes. They might just tell you, no, I didn't watch that, but I was right there when the game started again. Then the NFL's getting what they want. They don't care either way.
Yeah. So. I mean, it makes no difference to them. So, so you can have that fake outrage and whatever, like, that's great. And their political view only matters if you listen to it.
Yes.
And to me, I don't, because I don't care.
Yeah. Thank you.
So
I'm with you 100% on that. It does not matter to me. I just want the game. I just want to talk about the game. I just want to watch the game.
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean, it's the most important game of the year. And if you're hyper focused on everything but the game, I don't actually think you're a football fan. Like, you may watch football, you may like football, but I don't believe you're a football fan if your main thing is the commercials and the halftime show.
Right. Because you know who's concerned about that? My wife.
100%.
Does not care. Yeah. Does not care who wins this game. Is only watching because we're getting invited over to a Patriots fan, their Super Bowl party, who's friends of ours. So she will be watching. But she can probably name every halftime, every halftime show in the past 10 years. Sure. She's probably got that on lock.
Yeah, I believe that. I couldn't tell you last year's because I don't remember. I remember some of the people that have done it. I couldn't tell you when they did it.
Right.
You know, so it's funny because my wife also thinks this is completely ridiculous, which that really lets you know how ridiculous this is when my wife, who is more interested in the halftime show than the game, she thinks it's ridiculous to the point that she got a Super Bowl 60 Bad Bunny jersey.
Yes.
Just so we can make people mad when we go watch the game.
Yes. Yes. My wife and her friend, they didn't order theirs in time. So now they're trying to figure out if they can get one printed before the game.
Oh, I love that they did it. I love
Yeah.
that this is just going to be hilarious because you're
Yeah.
just going to get the people that lose their minds for no reason.
Yeah.
Because who cares?
Yeah. Yeah, that's really it.
Yeah. And the people that don't realize that he's an American citizen is hilarious. Or that don't know where Puerto Rico is or that it's a U.S. territory or any of these things. I had somebody losing their mind on me about it. God, this was 2 or 3 weeks ago. I was 2 weeks ago. So I was watching the NFC Championship game at Rough and Tumble. Shout out to them. Women's sports bar. It's actually focused around women's sports. So very cool. But so I'm there and this person's kind of losing their mind about this halftime show. And they're like, yeah, he's foreigner and all of this. And I'm like, okay, I mean, he's not, but all right. And then they brought up Guantanamo Bay and I'm like, that's not even the same. Like, what are you talking about?
It's a mashup. We're just bringing up everything we don't like together in once, and
right. Like, I mean, at least get the right country. Like,
right. All they're doing is regurgitating stuff they've heard, and that's why 100%. Yeah. I'm mad because of what this guy told me to be mad, so now I'm mad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. So it's been funny. Man, I wish I could. What's even better is this is the first half of the show, so this is on the radio station. I wish I could hear the reactions when this gets played on the radio today, because I know there is going to be quite a few people that are going to be really mad at their radio.
Yeah. I don't know what to tell you. If these are the things that get you upset.
More views at halftime than the game? Absolutely not. Do I think the halftime show gets more views than the Pro Bowl? 100%.
Raj on the Terry Tate. Yep. We were rehashing that the other day.
Yeah. There's been some great commercials. Don't get me wrong. Like we haven't had any in a long time.
That's the problem.
It's probably been a decade since they really did the commercial battles.
Yes.
And they were great. No question. I mean, that was when they were really at the height of those. I would hang out and watch some of them, right? Because you knew there was just such ridiculousness, especially when like Budweiser was involved and all of that.
Yep.
You knew that the commercials were going to be hilarious.
Yeah.
Now they're just normal commercials that they're spending $6 million on.
Which I don't understand, because I'll watch a commercial. I'll be like, but I saw that last week during the game. Like, did you really just pay the extra to get it right here? Because like you said, the commercials we talk about are the memorable ones. That one that you played last week and played this week, we're not, it doesn't even matter to us. There used to be a buildup, hey, you got 5 commercials coming, 4 of them, and then it'll pay off with the 5th one in the Super Bowl, and you were watched for that. Now it's just like, hey, we just threw out some crap, and, Doritos usually smokes a little crack before they throw out their commercial. The wildest things you've ever seen. So, I don't know.
Same with Apple, right? You're just like, oh, this person was definitely strung out when they did that.
Yeah.
Or when you see ones that like are a complete flop and you're just like, man, I feel like everyone in that room should be fired because that was the best idea they had.
Yeah. When somebody always say, I'm not mad at the idea, I'm mad at the person who looked at it and said, yeah, let's do that. Like, but where are the checks and balances? Nope, not at all.
Yeah. I mean, when you're throwing the ideas out, you're just, hey, we're spitballing here. Like, some of them are going to be bad. But when they're all so bad that something terrible was the best option in the room, man, you need a new room.
Yes. Yes. You know what? Everybody here, fired. We're going in a different direction.
Yeah. All of a sudden, you're Oprah handing out pink slips. You're fired. You're fired. Everybody's fired. That being said, that does get us to the halfway point. If you are listening on ICU Radio, be sure to stay tuned. You got some smooth jazz headed your way. Otherwise, we are going to talk a little Pro Bowl coming up next. If you want to tune in for that, swap over to our YouTube channel at Football-Talk and tune in for that. All right. So the Pro Bowl being the disaster that it's become, now is played in a convention center. on a Tuesday. We don't have official numbers yet, but there is a trend. And so in 23, now before COVID, the Pro Bowl actually had pretty decent ratings, right? Before COVID, you were in that 8 to 10 plus million view range, which is still after when it was really, really watched, when they still played football, right? But if we go to 23, 6.2, so I mean, already significantly down from what it used to be, 8 to 10, 12. So 23, 6.2, 24, 5.7, 25, 4.7. Those were still played on the weekend.
Right.
There's a lot of people that did not realize this game was being played on a Tuesday. I would venture to guess that this is going to be 3 million or less.
Yeah. It was 4.7 last year, and that was still on a.
Yeah, I mean, that's still $1 million down from the year before.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, it definitely is. I got a text from Nick. He was like, "Are you watching tonight?" I was like, kind of forgot it was on, even though I knew it was on Tuesday. So put it on a split screen for a little bit with some basketball while we're watching other shows, and it was like flag football without any excitement. I don't know. It was just,
and there was still no effort.
No.
Right? Like you get that pick to Chase, who returns it for a touchdown, right? Nobody pursued him.
No.
Like you got like a half jog. You're like, So not only did you make it flag, but you still have zero effort. Like, I mean, come on. No, nobody's watching this.
No. Yeah, I tried. I haven't put on the, big for a little bit, and I was just like, I just don't care. It's lost everything in this. Like I said, but I've seen more competitive like rec league flag football games. Where those guys or women are doing whatever. That was just, it was like they were just playing catch in the backyard, and they just, one team happened to be going this way, the other happened to be going this way. So other than that, I could not muster up. And then I tried to click on this morning and read the recap, and I was like, even the recap is putting me to sleep. So no, I don't care. I hope you guys met your contract incentives by making the Pro Bowl. If it's still part of it, kudos to you. But otherwise, I don't know. So,
do you think this is potentially the last Pro Bowl? Like, if this thing gets the ratings, if it gets a 2 million, like if you're like a 2 million flat, do you just wrap it up? Be like, hey, you know what? We had a good run. We've actively tried to destroy this game.
I was just clicking on somewhere where they were like, McCaffrey sees potential in this All-Star game, in the Pro Bowl. I'm gonna have to go find that article and read, because I feel like they're gonna drag it out for another couple years, giving it another couple shots. But eventually I could just see like, hey, you get voted to the Pro Bowl and you don't have to play, which brings like the Super Bowl winners back into it, just like contract stuff, because people like to argue, hey, he's a 3-time Pro Bowler or whatever.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is, does the Pro Bowl even matter when it comes to like Hall of Fame rankings and stuff? Because now you have guys like Shador getting in,
right.
And it's
Tyler Huntley when he got it.
Exactly, right? Like Shador, he gets in, he had 1,400 yards in 7 games. So I mean, it's 200 yards a game. That's not awesome. What he had like 8 touchdowns and 10 interceptions. So like not even a good touchdown to interception ratio. When Huntley did it, his was only 5 games, threw for like 600 yards. Both of them had losing records. Like none of this says Pro Bowler to me. Right. So, but because it's before the Super Bowl, you've eliminated, probably half the guys that could have been in it. And then you end up with guys like Trevor Lawrence. It's just like, yeah, I'm just not going to go. And that's how you end up with the Shadors and Huntleys. And guys that the numbers don't support being a Pro Bowler.
Right. For sure.
So,
guys who didn't even start the whole year in both of those 2 cases, by the way, if anybody's trying to knock anybody for anything else. And also moving it off Hawaii, probably turned anybody who was like, you think Trevor was turning down a trip to Hawaii? Nah, but he was like, turning down a trip to my backyard.
Fan, you're like,
I'm good. You know,
Like,
I'm good for a Tuesday night game. Yeah.
Well, there's one thing, you know, it goes from Hawaii, and then they're like, okay, well, we'll put it in Orlando. They're like, well, I mean, you know, Florida, that'd be fun. Now it's like, oh, it's the same location and the week of the Super Bowl. You're just like, yeah, I think I'm all right. Like,
Yeah.
I got a root canal to schedule, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, it's definitely because it's their all-star game and everyone else has one. They're gonna keep it for sure. But
But if it just becomes a skills challenge or something, I could
Right.
get into that. But like this game is pointless, and
It
now
is.
nobody watches it. And even the skills challenge, you're not getting the viewership. And I mean, it's an entertainment business, so if you're not getting the views, like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I mean, you're the ultimate marketing juggernaut worldwide,
Right.
and you can't get people to watch this product. It seems like you could look at that and be like, hey, we ruined this product. We should do something else, either get rid of
For
it
sure.
or change
For
what
sure.
it is. But I mean, all they've done is continue to make it worse and worse.
Yeah. Like somebody came, like an evil villain set out to destroy the Pro Bowl as their life's work or something. And they're like systematically, I'm doing it. Like, wow, that was impressive. So I mean, even the NBA keeps theirs, and it's pretty much you watch it for dunks and 3-pointers, you know, and
Yeah.
that's it. But at least they run up and down. You're like, hey, on the NFL one, like I said, it was the most least competitive, least fun flag football game I watched for about 2 or 3 minutes, and I said, yeah, I don't get this. They did
Yeah,
what
that
a
real
backwards pass to throw for a touchdown, and I was like, even that looked boring. It looked like 3 of you guys were playing, and everyone else was just watching during that play. So
Yeah, I mean that nobody made like a great defensive play. Like it was a throw that was like to them.
yeah,
You're just like, oh, okay. I mean, that
Yeah.
should have been intercepted.
yes.
So
I'm playing
and
zone, and my zone is right here. You mean
right.
over there? No. Right here.
If you come within arm's reach, that's
Yes.
where the problem is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh. So no, I'm good.
Yeah. No, it's too bad. It's too bad. Because the Pro Bowl used to be pretty cool.
Yeah, it did. And they had some good moments from it. But
Yep.
I guess somewhere along the way, and you've noticed in every sport, man, the more the money goes up, the more the Pro Bowl suffers. Nobody wants to do anything then anymore.
Yeah, and that is a major component of it, right?
And I mean that for basketball too, as well, by the way. I meant like across all sports when you start getting those.
Oh, yeah, that's every All-Star game for sure. You know, it used to be that the players didn't make a lot, so the 50 grand that you won for, you know, winning the Pro Bowl mattered.
Right.
You're just like, oh, okay, I got a $200,000 contract. I get $50K to be in and win the Pro Bowl. I think they got like 25 if they lost, but it was impactful. So now if they were to keep that same pay scale based on the amount of money these guys make, you know, it'd have to be like a $10 million payout if they win,
Right.
which is never
Right.
going to happen. So yeah, a lot of these guys are like, yeah, I don't know what they make now. I haven't looked that up, but I mean, even if you say it's 100K to win, people are like,
Right.
that's a fine during the
Yes.
season.
I know. Because Trevor's sitting over there with a $50 million contract going, I make how much to go? Yeah, I'm good. That's fine.
Right?
I'll do a commercial next week and I'll make that. I'm probably fine.
Exactly.
So
Yeah. No, it's I don't know. It's too bad. I'm sad at the state of all of the All-Star games. Outside of hockey. Hockey kind of did theirs in the right way by doing the tournament. Right? They did their tournament for you know, they're not doing it this year because of the Olympics, obviously, but last year they did the Four Nations tournament or whatever.
right.
And so that was actually pretty entertaining.
Yeah. And
Baseball,
baseball is always, yeah. Well, because
Baseball-
it lends itself to it. Yeah. I mean, I'm only gonna have one at bat, so I'm giving it all, probably only pitching an inning or two. So you're gonna get everything I got for this inning or two. And
and it's baseball, so you kind of have to just play baseball,
right.
Whereas when you're looking at things like, you know, basketball or football, like if you just don't play defense, you're still kind of out there.
Yeah.
You can't do that in baseball. You can't just be like, well, the ball landed 12 feet away, so I guess it's a home run. Like, you still kind of have to play baseball. Yep. So it's probably the only one that's still good.
Yeah, no, for sure. I can watch the baseball All-Star game and not really know much of what's going on with the year, because I know I'll get a good competitive game. You get to see lots of different people in it. And like you said, everybody, hey, this might be the only at-bat that I get. Guess what? You're getting everything I got for this one at-bat, which is like the only game I'm playing, for 4 or 5 days. So yeah, I'm not out here straining myself, but I'm trying to jack one over the fence or get whatever off this guy. So for sure, no. It says here $92,000 for the winners and 46 for the losers.
Yeah, I figured it's about 100K. Yeah.
Which is sad. The person we mentioned that probably means most to it is Shador in this whole situation.
No question. I mean, if you're Shador or Huntley or whatever, and you get that phone call, especially if you have the contracts they do, you're like, yeah, I'm coming.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't care if people think I deserve to be here or not. I'm getting 100K or 50K in Shador's case because NFC won. But
yeah, because his contract is a 4-year, $4.6 million contract.
Yeah.
So yeah, 92 will slip right in there. But yeah, like you said, if you're Trevor Lawrence and it was a 92, you're like, like I said, I'll do a commercial or something, especially after you take the tax or do whatever you do out of it. I'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, especially because it's being played in Cali, so the tax rate's a little steep. So, sticking with the NFL, there was a situation that happened during the course of the year where you had a Lions fan smacking his gums at DK, and DK wanted to take a swing at him. There is now officially the lawsuit being dropped by Lions fan Ryan Kennedy, and it is to the tune of $100 million. Now, some of that is for the punch, and some of it is for defamation of character, and the people that are named in it, obviously DK is solidly in this, but it's also Ocho and Sharp, right?
Yeah.
So they are named plaintiffs in this, and those parts are the defamation of character suit because they came out and called him racist and said he said all these things, despite the fact that the people sitting around him said he didn't. And it's not like he was surrounded by a lot of Lions fans.
Right.
He was surrounded by a lot of Pittsburgh fans. So if anybody was going to lie about it, it would be the opposing fans.
Okay. Right.
No, he only said that. But the people that were around him, no, he didn't say that. But you go on TV and destroy this guy's character. You're getting sued for sure. Now, he's not going to win $100 million, but I would not be shocked if he walks away with 20.
Yeah. And that's the calculated thing. Let's throw out a huge number. Nobody wants to sit there and fight and bring this up and drag this out. So we'll settle for some number that we can all agree on and we can get rid of. And now this guy is rich, which, by the way, I always loved defamation of character when nobody knew who you were before this even happened anyway. And now they're like, oh my God. But I guess the way the world works now is whenever you say something like that, we all look up who you are. And then all of a sudden you're getting fired and you're losing everything else. So it's like, $20 million. I wish somebody would come out and call me some bad names right now. Somebody famous.
So they got to take a swing at you too.
I'll take the swing. That's fine. I will take the swing, and they'll be like, "He just got knocked down and cursed out and kicked, and he's smiling." It's like, we're set. We're good. Hey, not coming into work tomorrow. Think I'm going to be good to go. So
you're not coming into work? No, I'm gonna be boat shopping.
Yes.
Yeah.
And guess what? No, I'm in the middle of Alabama. No ocean, nothing. The boat's gonna park right in my backyard. Might go out and sleep on it sometimes. You never know.
I'll build a pool to set it in. Yeah, no, it's crazy that obviously the actions of DK were crazy anyway, but because of the cancel culture that we live in today, defamation is a very real thing.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you end up with something like that. And to your point, like you're getting fired and you're getting like threats and, just wild stuff starts to happen because, just people are kind of crazy.
Yeah. What was it? The lady that took,
it's awesome.
Yeah, but how much money do you have, Nick? Like that's what I want to know.
You're winning your next cup of coffee. That's what you're winning in that lawsuit.
Yeah. If that's all it is, you can keep it. So no, I mean, what was it? The lady that took the ball from a kid and they knew where she worked and everything like 2 seconds after it happened. They will find you. And if you print a story about somebody. I love the inclusion of Shannon Sharp because he was just like, I'm gonna watch every show to see who's talking about me. I'll give her 15 and then go buy a new truck. Wow.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's the thing is
why $15? What am I doing with the $15?
You're buying half a pizza.
Would you like extra cheese? Oh no, that's
can't do it.
Can't do it.
It's gonna be Costco by the slice is actually what's gonna happen here. It's I don't know. It's just kind of a weird environment we live in today.
Yes. By the way, Raj would do the podcast from the new truck just to show it off. I guarantee you. Hey, Herb, what's up? No, sorry, I can't hear you over my truck.
That is great. Yeah, exactly. Take a swing for 20 mil. No question. So, yeah, I don't know. I thought that one was interesting. I mean, he's going to win. He's going to win. Like they're going to write him a big check.
Oh, for sure. Nobody wants this thing to drag out. That's how these things go. And that's why you throw out huge numbers. You're getting some money. So,
well, and then if you are Sharp, Ocho, do you send a message to DK, be like, hey, you're picking up the tab on this because we were talking about what you said.
Right. We had your back.
Yeah. So that's where you have to drop that allegedly. Right. You gotta throw that in the show. Because if you're especially if you're gonna bury somebody's character, you'd be like, hey, allegedly this is the things that they said. Because then you're just like, okay, well, we're just reporting on what we've heard. As opposed to this guy did it. You're just like, come on, man.
Right. That's why you'll see allegedly when people know they're still like, look, I'm covering all bases.
Yeah.
So
not trying to get sued.
Yes. You saw the video. Yeah. He allegedly shot her. You saw the video. Allegedly. I saw the video. Yeah. Allegedly, I'm on this podcast this morning. I'm not committing. Not committing to anything, folks.
Yep. Man. So might as well talk about the Super Bowl. A little thing happening this week.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's I think it's going to be a tighter game. Like people are acting like the Patriots are going to get destroyed in this game.
Right.
I don't think that's really going to, I mean, as a Seahawk fan, I hope you're right.
That happens.
I hope you go out and just dunk on them. But I don't foresee this being that kind of game. I mean, everybody makes the argument that the Patriots are untested and whatever, and they had the easiest path to get there and all this. And they're not entirely wrong, right? If you look back at their schedule, like 90% of the coaches they faced have been fired this year. So you're not wrong. They had a pretty easy schedule, and then they get to the playoffs. They play a CJ Stroud that like forgot how to play football in the playoffs, and then you end up with the Broncos who, ultimately lose their quarterback and everything. And Drake May didn't play good in any of those games either. So, I get all of that, but at the same time, you only have to be good once, right? Like this isn't baseball where it's a series or anything like that. Like it's one of those any given Sunday situations. So if they were to play each other 10 times, Seattle probably wins it 9 out of 10 times. But you don't play it 10 times. You play it once. So you only got to get lucky one time.
Yeah.
So I expect this to be a much tighter game than people are talking about. I wouldn't be surprised if this is like a 27-24 or 24-21 kind of game.
Right. Yeah. I think you factor in the 2 weeks to prepare for another team too as well. The respect I have for Vrabel as a coach, and game planning. And it's like you said, man, you just I think the thing with New England, they're definitely ahead of schedule. Nobody was expecting Super Bowl and Drake May's second season, so that does factor in. But I feel like the New England game plan, with like getting them Diggs out there as a big time receiver and having a two-headed monster at running back, even though if one of them if Stevenson is getting the bulk of the carries overhead, it's still, you've got a good running game that you lean on. You've got a good defense, and you're putting enough, you're doing enough to where it's like, all right, we're not going to put you in harm's way. If you have to throw it away and we got to punt, those are the things we're going to do. So yeah, we're going to preview ours, I guess, on Saturday. So my official pick will come then. Probably going to pick Seahawks and make Alex will hate us for a week or whatever. But I definitely don't think it's, now the Seahawks are clearly more battle tested. And of the two teams, you'd have to think like, who has the better chance? Like the future for it feels like New England because they're still young with Drake May and Vrabel just got there. You're thinking, okay, if somebody was going to get there again the next couple of years, it'd be them. Whereas Seahawks, you're like with Darnold, you never know, man. So like you got to capitalize on this. So I get the other factors going into it, but no, there's no way I think it's just going to be a blowout.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly right. It doesn't matter how you got there; you're there now, right? And all of the arguments that are detracting, are real. They're real arguments. Like they had the easiest schedule and probably of anybody in a decade, and most of those coaches got fired, and they had the easiest path, and all of that stuff is absolutely true. But you can only play who's in front of you. Yep. Like the schedule is the schedule. So you can only play the people that they told you have to go play.
Right. Especially in the NFL. You didn't make the schedule. You know what I mean? They didn't let you go schedule like the Saints twice or something like that. They're like, here's who you're playing. And you said, okay. And can I also say this? The teams that usually argue against that is the ones that are not playing. If Alabama got to go to the championship game and we had to play like the New Jersey, Technical Institute or St. Mary's School for the Deaf and Blind to get there, I'd be like, yes, roll tide. So I wouldn't care. If I was a Patriots fan, I wouldn't care either. You couldn't say anything to me today to make me.
No, I mean, win or lose, you still won your conference, right? Yep. You're still way ahead of schedule. The future looks really bright because I mean, everybody's cheap. They're like half the teams on rookie deals. Like I think they have a top 5 as far as cap space. I mean, this is a team that can absolutely get better this offseason.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
if do I think that they have a season like this year, next year? I mean, probably not, right? The odds of you getting the easiest schedule on the planet 2 years in a row is pretty low. So,
because now you have to play a first place schedule next year, right? Instead of a lower. But no, you're well set up for the future. Like I said, Vrabel just got there, and May's barely been there, So it's the future is very bright for New England, and you kind of look at the rest of the AFC, and you honestly have no idea what's going on there. So,
well, yeah, I mean, you basically every team has a new coach.
Yep.
It's who knows what's happening in the AFC. So, plus you have guys like Mahomes who's going to miss at least half of next season. Also, you have the Bengals who aren't even trying to get better. Right. We're like, hey, you know what? We've been terrible. We're going to keep our coach and our GM. We're going to do nothing to help this team, but we hope we win. You're just like, okay, yeah, cool, I guess.
Yeah. Well, we've got Joe Burrow. So what they're saying is last year was not good. So maybe next year, but we're going to ignore the fact that in his best year and his wide receivers' best year, we didn't make the playoffs, but that's fine. We'll be fine.
Right. That was like a 6-win team or something.
Yeah. And then, like you said, everyone else, I mean, you're switching coaches all over the place. You have no idea what's going on with a lot of these teams.
Yeah. I mean, Miami's not going to be better. Right.
Sorry,
like you're switching coaches. You're not going to get Tyreek back. Like you don't know what's going to happen at quarterback. Like there's just, that's just a question mark across the board. The Browns obviously are a non-factor. Steelers probably not going to be much of a factor this next season.
Right.
I mean,
what about the Jets though?
Maybe
They
not
exist.
this decade.
You know what? They're looking for 2047. They're in there. That's their year.
Yeah, they'll finally win right as a comet is coming to like take the year out.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Sorry, Jets fans.
Right. taking a wild stray right there.
They're like, how do we take a stray during Super Bowl week? What's this even got to do with us?
That being said, that does get us to the top of the show. If you've been watching along with us, be sure to like and subscribe. Helps us bring our stuff to you. If you're watching on my channel, stay tuned. Coming up next is Coast to Coast. In fact, we're going to have 2 installments of Coast to Coast today. We're going to have our normal time, and then we're going to actually have one from Radio Row at the Super Bowl. So that is going to be very cool. Stick around for that. And then if you're around this afternoon, I will be on ESPN Radio in Jacksonville. So
Nice.
stick around for that. Otherwise, we will see you all next week. Take it easy, everybody.